EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, pick your game up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun again to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Again, 13 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Come to my work. 80. Come to my
Here's Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On second down now. It's Grant, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Grant. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch gears, switch gears. Hey, 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 hey.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Gets past one man, and that's complete. It's Green here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing, Dalton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's see what you got. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 6-1. His team showed up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal. At the 4.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held them out on second down, and now here's third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyree Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Check 15. Check 15.
This is Grant. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They will run with Grant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And now it's Rosen looking. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
From the 44, Rosen. Wilson's got it complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, it's Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Andy Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. There he goes left side, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Bengals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
First down, Dolphins.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Middle.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And now the throw hauled in by Green. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Passing, it's Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Watch the slant. Tighten up, tighten up.
To throw again, Dalton. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rosen will throw. And this is Parker, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let him know. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Rosen. The catch is made by the tight end, Nada. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down Broadway. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Go!
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Watch the twist.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And able to find Green. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
36 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now on 2nd and 16. Dalton gets it to his running back, Bernard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, Grant. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action here with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Monday. Hug.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
44. There you go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here's Dalton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go back to Grant. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Quarter. Spawn. No. Check Nick.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
23 yards the pickup there. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
61, matchbox lights. Kill.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. It's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Middle.
Now it's Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alert three.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That second down play nets a -4.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Grant. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, and this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll make it third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning. Is
it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
That's complete. Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Andy Dalton on the screen. Bernard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's got his man. This is Tate. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And here's him! Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3.
Check, arm. Cross.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Green brings it in. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Dalton now to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. It got his man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Finding Green complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They say short of that.